This is a ReeTV MiniDoc. Kids who kill. Are they a product of their environment or are they simply born killers? This mini-series, Killer Kids, will look at some of the most publicised cases of children 12 years and younger who have committed murder. Unnamed boy, age 12, Withywood, Bristol, England. Kill count 1. On the 19th of January 2000, an unnamed autistic 12-year-old boy walked into his 6-month-old baby brother's room in Withywood, Bristol, and stabbed him to death. He stabbed his baby brother 17 times and cut off his left hand as he lay in his cot. He then walked into Broadbury Road Police Station with the kitchen knife he used in the murder and told officers he had stabbed his brother. Officers went around to the boy's home to find the baby in his cot with multiple stab wounds. Police found the mother of the boys downstairs and she had reportedly discovered the baby at the same time as the officers. The court had been told how the boy suffered from serious psychiatric problems, including the autism type disorder, Asperger's syndrome, and had an appalling upbringing. The prosecutor said he was asked by one of the officers why he had done it. The boy replied, "I want to be with my mother." The police, along with the defendant's mother, went to the bedroom on the first floor. A chaotic scene developed for understandable reasons, and it was clear that the baby had been stabbed in his cot and that his hand had been severed. Resuscitation attempts were made, but they were unsuccessful. The baby was taken to a local children's hospital where he was pronounced dead. The post-mortem examination revealed that the baby had some 17 stab wounds to the face, the neck, and the back. The wounds to the back were all roughly parallel to each other, and one had severed the spinal cord, and the left hand had been severed at the wrist. The wound through the spine would have required a sizable degree of force, even with a sharp knife. The mother told police she was downstairs when the baby was stabbed, and that the boy had not been at school that day as she had had an argument with him. The mother told officers she had put the baby in his cot around 1 p.m, then argued with the boy and told him to go upstairs and feed the baby. The boy went upstairs and the baby started crying almost immediately. 5 minutes later, the boy came downstairs and asked her to wash his coat. She noticed that the clothes he had been wearing were now in the wash basket and were subsequently put in the washing machine. The first she knew about the death of the baby was when the police arrived at the house. It was clear from the baby's injuries that the boy stabbed him while he was laying in the cot and that he had turned him over during the attack. It was clear the boy was suffering from severe psychiatric disorders, including Asperger's syndrome, and psychiatrists instructed by the defence lawyers had concluded that he suffered a psychotic shift at the time of the killing. There was some disagreement between the defence and prosecution experts, but they agreed that given the circumstances, a jury was unlikely to see the killing as murder rather than manslaughter. A murder trial was not an option, and if the pleas were not accepted, the boy would have been treated for his illnesses with the threat of the trial hanging over him. The prosecutor said to deal with him in this sort of way, with the possibility of a trial hanging over his head many years down the line, almost certainly would amount to a violation of his human rights. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, pretty please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Peace! You've been watching a ReeTV MiniDoc.